we're getting ready to stab the motor back in there. Got everything prepped and ready, we think. What do you think?
Stab.
Mr. Andy's gonna run the forklift. I got new O-rings in there with some grease. I think we ought to maybe take these clamps off here so we're not fighting those. So we just got 4 bolts that hold that dude in there, believe it or not.
Boltsy wagon.
This is hard to do with one hand.
I'd help you, but you're doing such a good job. Okay.
We're ready, Randy.
Teddy ho, Randy.
You go that way, Randy. Straight in. Hey, to your right a little bit.
Oh.
Hang on. I got a pin.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Come down just a little. A little more. All right, Hope.
Okay, come in a little bit.
Come in just a little. All right, Hope.
Get her lined up here. Sure. You go down the fuzz. What do you need?
Down just a little.
Okay.
Hope. Come in just a little. All right, hang on.
There we go. There we go. I felt something. I have them come in a little bit or go down or what?
Yeah. Come in just a little. Hope.
There went something. What the hell was that? Chain moved a little bit. Let's go back up, don't we?
Yep. Go back up just a little.
Chain jumped. Oh.
Hope.
Oh, we're about right there.
Come in just a little.
I think we need to twist the whole motor
Hope.
that way. I got a couple dowels to line up, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we're close. I think I'm started. Started. Are you started?
No.
Nope.
Nope, not yet.
Give it the jiggle wiggle.
Let's see what I...
What do you need there?
I'm guessing I need to come down. Just a little bit on my side. Guessing. Where's that? Is that pin on the bottom there?
What?
Pin on the bottom?
Yeah. All right, we got the motor stabbed in there. That went pretty easy. What do you think?
Perfect.
Everything should just have 4 bolts holding it in.
Volkswagen.
Just like a Volkswagen, Kevin says. He's hooking some lines up. We got all the bolts tight. We did have one little boo-boo here. If you guys was watching, that chain slipped and bent that injector line, so I made a new one there. No big deal.
Whose side?
It would have been, it's kind of getting close to your side.
No, technically this is the center here, so.
What about your half of the water pump? It's not here yet.
I can't help that.
We're gonna keep on stabbing parts on there. We'll set you guys up there on time lapse because you've seen us all taking it apart in the first video, but I'm gonna start with the exhaust manifold. Do have a brand new muffler. This one was getting rusty crusty. It's all broken, cracked out in the bottoms. It's had all that water and stuff running through it. So got a new muffler, got the manifold here all cleaned up. Still waiting on that water pump. Hopefully it shows up today. Got water neck out, got a new thermostat we got to put in it. That's the old one. So we're just gonna keep on throwing parts on it as much as we can. Probably get the radiator in there, and maybe we can fire this thing up in a bit. We'll see. Even without the water pump, we don't need that, do we?
That's right.
That's optional. All right, guys, I actually did delete some videos at the front of this video I meant to put in here. Anyway, I want to bring you guys up to date. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know that what we've done to this engine, we've been through, we pulled it out and rebuilt it. The thing got a bunch of water down the exhaust, but some stuff before we stuck the motor in there, we worked on the steering pedals. If you guys remember, they're all sticky. We got those all unstuck and freed up and stuff. Cleaned out the transmission bell housing, put a new throwout bearing in there. Actually did drain the rest of the transmission fluid out, pulled the suction screen filter out down underneath, put a new one in there. The oil looked great, nothing in the filter or anything like that. So, and put a new transmission filter out by the radiator too here. So just wanted to bring you guys up to speed there a little bit on some of the stuff I was talking about. It probably didn't make any sense there, so that was the reason for that. All right, we're getting a little closer. We got new muffler on. Kevin got the air cleaner on. We got the injection pump hooked up, all the lines hooked up. I actually did bleed the injectors out. We've not started it, but we did crank it over a little bit and got some fuel coming out of those. Wanted to do that before we got all that stuff on there. Got new fuel filter, starter. I got some new air filters here. That one's been in there a while. Ooh. What year is this filter?
1922.
Trying to see the date on it. I always put the date on, don't they? I've been in here a while, I can tell you that. This thing's gonna be like brand new. Still waiting on our water pump yet. It's not showed up.
Oh, water pump.
Oh yeah, that's been in there a while. It's stuck. Got it. Why don't they put dates on these? They always put dates on these. I don't know. Anyway, we got brand new ones. That's old school stuff there. We did clean the battery compartment out, got a new end on the battery there. There's the hour meter there. Just make sure it's working later. We're getting there. It's a lot of little goodies. I think we're gonna go ahead and put the radiator in next. Randy actually flushed it out yesterday with the hot water and the pressure washer, so.
Good job, Randy.
Randy did it. We ready for new filters? Brand new filters. Got a new little rubber gasket. That one got the date, made in Mexico.
In Mexico,
Mexico. Puts the inner in. This thing's gonna be like 1987 all over again, you know that?
Fresh.
Fresh. I'm not there yet, bud.
Obviously, you never worked NASCAR before.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'd get fired, huh?
Yep. Gotta be faster than that. you go.
It'd be nice if we could write the date on there and the hours for somebody, couldn't we?
Boy, we could.
That's what nice people would do.
All right, I'll go get a marker.
Grab a marker and we'll write the hours on there. And the date. Whatever that is. 33, 35 hours. Write that on oil filter. Kevin's gonna get that one.
What was it?
33, 35. What was it, 420?
Oh boy.
That's 22. I'll write that where nobody can read it. You go back and watch a video, they'll figure it out. All right. What do you think? Radiator time, and then we can get new transmission filter. The filter we changed earlier was just a suction filter. It's all clean and looking good in there. It's actually transmission filter. I got new rubber lines for all that stuff while we're up here. Hopefully our water pump will show up so we can actually get something together here. What are you writing on there?
Just wanted to let him know that Kevin was here.
Is that a picture of you or what?
Well, it could be.
Special.
Hi.
Now everybody's gonna know.
Yep.
All right, he signed it. We're gonna throw a radiator in it. All right, got radiator stuck in there. Got some new rubber hoses on there. We're still waiting on that water pump yet. I did put a new hydraulic filter in there. We filled the hydraulic tank up, so we drained it all out. Filled the transmission up because it was empty where we drained it and changed those filters. Come underneath here, and I got the final drives draining. You guys can see down there. It's actually surprised. Everything's nice and clean. There's nothing on the plugs. Oil's nice and clean, so look just like transmission oil, nice and clean for what it is. I'm actually surprised so far. So let those finish draining here probably over lunch, and hopefully we get our water pump here shortly. It's supposed to be here by noon, so it's like 11 now. Then we can get that dude together and get her fired up. All right, we got those all drained out. We're pumping some new 80-90 gear oil in. And if you guys were watching down there, you probably would have noticed the oil come out. It was pretty thin, it was red. They actually had the John Deere transmission fluid in it, which they spec you can run that. We don't like to run it just because it's a thinner oil. I think the gear oil does a better job lubricating the gears. It's a little thicker and stuff. They say you can put either one in them. All the new tractors have that thinner oil. Usually these older ones have the thicker 80-90 weight in them. But we always fill everything back up with 80-90 weight. I think it's a little bit better. If you do have a little bit of a leak, it's going to stay in there a little bit better and longer because that other oil gets really thin when it gets hot. But anyway, we're going to get this thing topped off, and this tractor will have all new fluids everywhere after this. So
Test.
I think we got you.
Test.
Guess what we got, Mr. Kevin?
Pump it.
Brand new shiny water pump. Straight from Paint Valley.
Pre-rusted?
Pre-rusted.
Oh.
Looks like it's got that
Kentucky chrome on
Kentucky chrome plated. It's a water pump, so that's all we're happy. I mean, you wouldn't want to put your finger in there. It's kind of coarse. She'll get the job done. We got some new gaskets. We're going to get that bad boy bolted on here, and hopefully we'll be making some motor sounds here in a little bit. So once we get that on there, you what?
If not, I will.
Yeah. Out your mouth or your butt?
I make all kinds of exhaust noises.
We'll get that on, then he can get the alternator on, get the fan on. Like we got a bracket goes on here to the motor, maybe, if I remember right. We have to look at a picture. Get a couple hoses on there, put some antifreeze in it, and we'll be ready to try to fire this dude up. right, we got everything in there. Kevin's got a new alternator in there. He got the fan, water pump on, putting some antifreeze in it. You guys notice our top radiator hose is not a factory one. I didn't get it's like $260. I meant to buy, see if we can find one somewhere else. I bought a 12-inch flex hose, and apparently that's not going to work. This is what the original one looked like. We cut it off when we was trying to get this thing to turn over a long time ago, so that will get us by for right now. We'll get something to fix that up right or get a factory hose for it. So Kevin's putting some new coolant in her. I think we're about ready to fire this dude up. Got the hard nose and stuff off of it, but we shouldn't. Did you just spill that?
It's leaked all over the place.
That's why we got pig mats down here. Anyway, we got new belts, alternators, all that good stuff. And I think we're about ready to make some contact. I got those final drives filled up. It's got new fluids everywhere, like I said. But yeah, she's looking good for sure. We'll get that filled up and then we'll see what she does. All right, we got her full of coolant. Kevin's up in the operator station. You think you're driving somewhere? He's gonna keep an eye on the oil pressure gauge. Set the little plastic line right here. That one's been out of the way a little bit so it's not rubbing on it. What do you think, Kevin?
We're gonna do it.
Ready to try it? Got her neutral? See what happens?
Sure.
Any oil pressure? All right, guys, she fired up pretty smooth, running nice and smooth. Belt got a little loose over there.
Are you gonna tell her she locked up tighter in the drum?
She locked up tighter in the drum? No. We know what we're doing. We let her run there for a couple minutes, check transmission oil and everything. So no leaks, no noises, nice and smooth. I'm liking it. Let me know what you guys think. I think we're gonna put the nose on here. Got it laying there, get the hard nose on it. And we'll get all these chains and this contraption we got going on here holding stuff up and get that loose and take her out for a spin and see what she does. The undercarriage is like completely gone in this thing too, so I have to take it easy what we're doing. This thing, the chains are stretched out, the bushings are showing, pins are showing through the bushings. It's a mess. So we're gonna get the hard nose put on it, get the limb risers hooked back up. Now we know everything works good here, so I think we'll be ready to rock and roll her in a little bit. I'm driving down the road. Go down a little bit, Kevin. Hold up. Come on in. Come on in. Go over that way. All right. Probably good. Shut her off. Here we go.
Black wads all around every joint.
Well, you probably need a couple paper towels if I make it over. It's got to start and dry first, right? Let's see if I even remember how to. We'll put her in first. See if she'll even move. There we go. Oh yeah. to drive around the shop a few more times, kind of taking it easy. We may take it out here and push a little bit of dirt on the track here, make sure it's working all right. The undercarriage is pretty stretched out on it, but all the gears are working, all 4 gears, high and low, and the transmission, steering, clutches feel really good. So I think we got a good solid piece there, thankfully. I'm going to double check. We do have our water temperature gauge is reading a little high. The engine isn't hot. I'm getting ready to check it. I had 2 options for the sending unit. I must have got the wrong option for the sending unit, making it read wrong. So we either get a new gauge or a different sending unit, one of the 2, but I'm going to double check that. Check the temperature here. About 165. 130. Definitely cooling good. Motor's running about 150, 160, so doing good. I'm gonna take it out there and drive it some more and run her. right, guys, I don't know if you noticed the end of that video there. This thing is actually starting to run a little bit rough. I thought it may have been running out of fuel. Got to looking, it's smoking a little bit white. Pulled it back in the shop here. I think we got some fuel situation problems. The only thing I've not replaced on this freaking engine is this injection pump. We put new injectors in it. It's not firing right, not building enough pressure. I'm gonna start this thing up. I've actually got this one injection line off, and I don't know if you know anything about pumps, but it takes like 3,300 pounds of pressure, 3,000 psi to actually crack these injectors up. So you got to be super careful because this is high pressure fuel. It should be high pressure fuel, but I can literally start this up and it's just barely squirting out, and I can put my finger over that and hold it off. But I'll start it up here. You guys can hear it. See that fuel coming out? It's not even doing anything. I can hold it off with my finger, so definitely not doing what it should be. But pretty sure this injection pump's starting to come apart. It's probably been sitting from age. It kind of looks like the original one too, so I guess we should have replaced everything. I mean, that's not a cheap piece. I replaced everything inside that we couldn't get to. That was the only unknown. It ran fine for half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Started missing out, but confident the motor's still fine. There's no blow by to it. Like I say, it's just not getting enough pressure to crack those injectors open, just kind of making it run rough. So we definitely need a GoFundMe account now.
Does this mean I'm not getting paid on Friday?
Yeah, you're definitely not going to get paid now. There goes your paycheck for sure. So I think this video is getting pretty long. Other than that, the whole machine's like awesome. It's been running awesome there till the very end. You guys might notice in the video it was running a little bit rougher. That's why I stopped. I thought, well, maybe it's run out of fuel. So we only put like 10 gallons in it. We did put fresh fuel in it. Drained all the old fuel out before we started. But transmission stuff works fine. You got the old 4-speed direct drive here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you actually got high, low, and reverse. So take this out of neutral. It's in neutral there. You got reverse. So basically, I was kind of running second gear most of the time. I got neutral, you got low, you got high. So you can, you know, if you're pushing in high and run out of power, you can shift down to lower, what have you. So pedal steering, but everything's working really nice on that that part of it. That injection pump kind of sucks. I think that's what the issue is. Like I say, it's not spraying fuel out like it should, and it's foaming stuff up. We've got good fuel coming into it here from our pump. It's a new pump. There's a little check ball on there. I've already checked it. Sometimes they get clogged up from trash and stuff. Don't work right there, but we just checked all that. The injectors are new, so I'm pretty sure it's not an issue there, but we're just not getting enough pressure. So anyway, if that's all of our problems, I guess we'll be doing fine. So I do have some new undercarriage for it. This stuff is completely gone, as I showed you guys. Probably heard it popping off the tracks a couple times, but really can't run it the way it is very much. But good, strong little machine. Handy with the 4-in-1 bucket and stuff. It'll do a lot of work for somebody. So I guess I'm going to be on the hunt. I'm either going to get that pump rebuilt, which that could be a while, so I'm not going to stretch this video out unless I find one that's already rebuilt. It's hard telling. So that's going to be a wrap on this one. You guys like this kind of stuff, give me a big thumbs up because it helps our channel out a bunch. I need all the help I can get here on this project because we're in it super deep. Definitely subscribe if you've not done so. We've probably got some more stuff coming up on this tractor. We'll be putting a pump back on it and all that kind of good stuff. So there's plenty of videos. I'll put the link in the description to the other ones below before working on this tractor too. So we will catch you guys next time.